Okay, we are now joined on stage by the Kansas Jayhawks, Coach Norm Roberts. His two student athletes tonight are Joseph Yesufu and Jalen Wilson. Coach, we'll turn to you first for your thoughts on today's game.
Give Texas a lot of credit. They played really well. They're very athletic. We knew that. Fast. They've got some really good offensive players. I thought we did a pretty good job early on in the game. And then we missed a bunch of bunnies. We missed a bunch of easy shots and putbacks and things that could have kept us in the game. And then I think fatigue kind of took over. We got really tired in the second half, and we had a couple of guys get nicked up, but we still didn't defend the way we needed to. We know we needed to defend better. We got beat on back cuts way too much, and they really hurt us on the glass.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Questions for the two student athletes now. We have Ethan and Emma with the microphones, so just raise your hand. I think the first question, guys, will be on your left on the front row.
Hey, Jalen and Joseph. So today you all were not on your best. In the last 2 days, you all were on a roll. What do you think was a differentiating factor between tonight versus the last two games?
Just being dialed in, understanding, and that's a really good team. We've played them already a few times, and they gave us some trouble. And I think what separated them and us tonight was just the easy points that they got. That's one thing we try to hang our hat on. There's no easy points, and they got a lot of those today. And when you give a good team easy points like that, it's kind of hard to combat that, especially early on in the game.
Okay, here in the aisle on the right.
Indy Mets, Blue Wings Rising. You guys didn't have Kevin McCullough tonight. How did that change the way you had to approach, especially playing defense against Texas?
Kevin, you guys know Kevin's a great defender. He's up for the Naismith Defense Player of the Year. He was really missed today, not only on his defensive end, but on the rebounding end too. So we really missed him today.
Other questions for our student athletes, Joseph and Jalen? Okay, here on the front row. I'll get the mic here. Right here.
The guys, Coach was talking about the defense. Were you surprised it wasn't very good today?
Yeah. We came in here. I felt like we had a lot of energy, but we got to defend better. But we got to get ready for the tournament. That's all it is.
Did you want Jalen to answer that as well?
Yeah, like I said, the easy points they got early kind of got them off to a good start. And when you give a good team confidence, full of good players that can all get their own shot, it'll kind of project them in a good way. So it's on us to start the game better off on the defensive end, making them take contested shots rather than just walking into different shots.
How does this affect you guys? Are you ready to get back to work, or forget this one quickly, or think about it, or what?
It's kind of the same as what we've been playing. It's all win or go home now, and you can't really stay on one game too long. Even if you do win, you got another game coming up soon. So just got to learn from it, get better, and understand that this is the most important basketball that we need to play, the best basketball that we need to play. So today obviously wasn't the best, but the overall goal is still here. So.
Other questions for the guys? I don't see any hands, so I think we were going to excuse you and let you go back to the locker room. There could be some media there waiting for you. Chris Tyson can handle that for you. Thank you again, and good luck next week. Now let's go to questions for Coach Roberts. Okay, here on the front row again on Coach's right.
Coach, it had to be tough to play without Kevin today. How's he doing, and was it a big challenge, and a shock to the guys to not have his leadership?
Well, Kevin's makes a big impact with our team. He can do so many different things, and he does so many little things defensively. When you got him and Juan out there, you can do a lot of different things as far as trapping or getting the loose balls. And Kevin's an excellent rebounder for us too. So we knew that going in, but it's next man up mentality. And so some of our younger guys did some good things, but we got beat too easy on back cuts, and And really, we got hurt at the end of the shot clock. Last 10, 12 seconds of the shot clock, giving up easy shots or easy plays. We need to do a better job, and that's it. No. He needed to rest, and we're thinking about it for the long haul, being that the tournament's next week.
Okay, Coach, let's go here on the left, here on the aisle.
Norm, related a little bit, but obviously Texas is a good team. You guys have beaten more good teams than anybody in the country this year. What is it about them, or especially these last two matchups, you feel like has really given you fits?
Well, I think they have the ability to score from all 5 positions. Dessou has really changed his game, and he's really gotten a lot better. And he's a big factor because he's big. He can score on the perimeter. He makes those floaters, and then he can post up smaller guys. So that's really helped him with an inside presence. Marcus Carr is a terrific scorer. We knew that. Antonio Morris, the young kid's going to be really good. He made some big shots for him today, and Jabari Rice is terrific too. So we knew they've been all year probably the most talented team in our league, and they played really well tonight. We didn't do enough to disrupt them. We didn't.
Okay, let's move here on the right.
Coach, it definitely seemed, especially in the second half, that the defense kind of trailed off. It looked to be because of fatigue. Is that just an artifact of playing 3 games in 3 days, or is there something that the coaching staff and you guys can do to try to help prevent those sorts of issues going into the tournament?
We're at Kansas. We don't make an excuse. You just keep on playing. So we just didn't guard the way we needed to. We're not going to make any excuses. They played the same amount of games we played. So no excuses. We just didn't focus in and guard the way we needed to and take them out. And give them credit. They made a couple of tough shots too, but we just didn't guard like we needed to.
Let's go in the back on the TV riser.
Coach, we've been so spoiled. You guys share the basketball so well. Only 8 assists today. Was that what you guys didn't do, or was that Texas defense?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I thought we didn't do a good job of moving the ball. We talked about ball and body movement. I think we started standing and watching Jay Will. And Jay Will, obviously scored the ball well. We're a better team when the ball's moving. Better team when the ball's moving, and it didn't move very much today. And we know that, so we got to get back to doing what we do best.
Okay, now on the right.
Texas, but he's turned himself into a more of a respectable shooter, a guy that you kind of have to stick to on the perimeter. How much of a lift does his presence and his shooting give Texas off the bench?
It did today. He did. He made some big shots. He made that big turnaround that kind of got some space away from us, and I thought we defended him well there. But we know he's a good catch and shoot guy. We didn't do enough to try to disrupt his rhythm. And Dessou was hurting us inside, so we had to dive down some and left him open. But they've got a lot of guys that can score that ball.
Coach, any update on Coach Self's condition and any chance he can coach next week? Or
He's doing well. We plan on him coaching next week. He's doing well.
Norm, back here.
In the back.
Bench points 20-3 for Texas. Just going forward with your bench players, the production you've got to get going forward. How do you get that going in such a short amount of time?
Well, guys got to go out there and play with confidence, and we didn't do that today. I thought Ernest had a couple of opportunities, to score in tight, a couple of lobs, we didn't make, and I thought Bobby needs to get downhill more. Joe had quite a few open looks, even though I know he started today. He had quite a few open looks. I thought MJ did some good things. He's probably in a little bit different role than what he's been in. So those guys know they got to play with more energy and look to score the ball more.
Other questions? I don't think I see any hands. So, Coach, we'll let you go back to the locker room.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Good luck next week.
Thank you.